Hey, this is Colton, and I'm making a potato cannon, air pressure potato cannon. So this is the starting off chamber, and it's made out of one big piece, two smaller pieces, and then so on and so on. These two are my barrels. This one is for small potatoes. This one's for big potatoes. Okay, so the bigger the chamber, the farther it will shoot. So I got a pretty big chamber, and then we got a 2-inch by 2-inch
2-inch, yeah.
by 2-inch PVC pipe, and then a 1-inch by 1-inch. So we took a sort of like bike tire plug or air intake thing. Okay, so we use these tap wrench things from a set, and we went from smallest to bigger to biggest, and then we finally got it big enough to fit around this, and then it was sort of stuck. So we took pliers and we pulled it all the way through till it got in this notch. So the notch is right here. This, after we painted all blue, we're gonna paint it all blue, and then put a red on top so it looks pretty cool. So that's about it right now. We haven't got very far. Okay, now it's time to glue these pieces together. I'll show you after we glue them. Okay, I wanted to explain quickly how this is glued together. Okay, so you take the primer and you wrap it around the PVC and on the inside of the second piece of PVC, and it melts and cleans the PVC so it goes on clean. And the cement, it really melts it, and when you stick it together it forms and it makes it stick. Okay. Yeah, I get a really fair amount on here. Okay, globber. No white spaces. Okay, so you also have to do the inside of this. So it's bad for concrete, so you have to put it over here and let it drip back in. That's good. Okay. So then, now I'm gonna glue. So you pick it out and you gotta make sure there's no glops and sort of like rub it off. Okay. Then you gotta make one nice ring around. Okay. You stick it back in. Stick it all the way in here. Get it all the way down. And wipe off all the excess glop or cement with a paper towel so it doesn't harden and look all bumpy. Okay. Okay, so we've done almost all the gluing. So we put the valve on the bottom so it doesn't get in the way of turning it on and off. One of our mistakes was we glued it here, so when the pieces get stuck, we can't take it off and clean it. So it's better to have it where it's not glued or screw. so we can unscrew it and clean it. Okay, so when I mean cleaning, I mean getting the potato out, because chunks can get stuck in there, and it's just really hard to get it out. Okay, so we have a pressure gauge here, and we're going to stick it like right here, about right here. Okay, so here's our pressure gauge. It goes up to 160. It has a release valve, so if we want it to go to 100 and it goes to 120, we can just let out a little bit of air right here from this knob, and it goes down to 100 or as much as you want. A quick coupler, so we can take a valve off and on. And we're going to use our tap die kit to make a hole, and so we can just screw this in. That makes
They call them threads.
threads to screw it in without having to screw it in.
Alright, so to start this hole, plastic is really hard and thick. So we're going to start by hammering a screw with a really strong point on it, where we want it to start. Then we're going to screw it in. Get it all the way in and out and back in a couple times. Okay. Then we're going to go through the die kit with our tapping kit and go and start with the smallest one and work on to the largest one. And if you watch carefully, it'll slowly push its way in. It's in and back out. Cool. Then you'll go to the next one. I'll bring it back out quickly because I want to try to get as much trash not to go in as possible.
Here.
Okay, go to the third one.